Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, that's where I am. All right, so today we're going to talk about, well, yeah, I want to talk about this bass. I like the shape. I like the vibe of the bass. But there are some cons on my end that I'm not crazy about. All right, well, I'm not crazy about the preamp. I think when these basses first came out, they came out with the attitude of allowing kids to have things that's affordable yet good quality, yet affordable and good quality. I don't think it's at that point anymore. The quality has stepped the game up. Definitely quality is better, but the prices are outrageous to me. I think kids is trying to learn and follow this certain amazing superstar can't afford to dish that kind of money out for these things. And every time I turn around, I'm hearing a different number and letter. I'm just gonna say that, number and letter. Which, you know, I just think I think the first concept and the MO, if I can use that word, the MO of the bass when it first came out, I think if it would have stayed in that area, would have been kind of cool. It didn't stay in that area. It went basically, you know, super cats got their hands on it and the prices went up and kids can't afford it kind of right now, the way things are. Anyway, that's my pros, my cons. As I go through this bass, you're gonna see more pros and more cons. All right, I'm just gonna say, just like it is. All right, so let's look at it. This, of course, you already know what it is. This is the M5. I think this is the M5 or M7. Which one is it? The M5. Okay, like I said, they got a lot of numbers out and a lot of letters. So this is the M5. It has a lot of good things going for it. I like that it's humbuckers and they're switchable. They're they're tappable. Look, tappable. Right? They're switchable and tappable. So this one is tappable. So you basically got this pickup has this switch. And it's a 3-way switch. So you can tap the front, tap the back, and tap both at the same switch. Good move. Same thing for the rear. With this switch. Tap the front, middle, both of them, and the back, or however it goes. And then you have I think this is a mid-cut switch. It boosts it cuts the mids, however you want it. And it's a really cool preamp in it, but it's confusing to a lot of kids. Because a lot of kids want to sound like Marcus. This is the Marcus Miller 5. But there's a lot of going on this preamp. Now, here's my thing. If you're going to get one of these basses, you got to sit down with it. What I mean? You got to sit down with it. You can't just, you can't just jump on the bass and expect it to do 150,000 things and you know only 2 things. Look, because you ain't studied it. That preamp is in this bass. This is like volume, and this is I think this is blend, and then it's treble. No, this is blend. I don't know. And it's treble, mid, and bass track, and then there's another one back there. I think that's the passive tone. So this might be preamp on, preamp off. I don't know. We're gonna find out when when we plug the bass in. Now, as far as the neck of the bass, it's got a really cool feel in the neck. The neck feels kind of cool. I like the neck. I like the way it feels. It's got a real cool feel in the neck to be a 5-string. I could stand it to be a little bit wider, but the way it is right now is cool. It sits up. It'll sit low. Not as low as I want it, but it is a bolt-on. And I think it has 18 volts in it. And on the inside, you can turn the preamp up and down, which is another cool thing. All right, so it's got great qualities. It's just, it's not me yet. All right. The only one that I really, really admire when it first came out was the first ones. I think that's the V4, V5s, or whatever they were. I thought they were amazing. They looked like a jazz bass. I like them actually with the preamp off. That's how, I mean, it just sounded impressive to me. But anyway, we're going to tune this up because we got new strings on it. Oh, well, at least it's keeping the tune because it's been sitting in the shop for over a week. So, and it's keeping the tune. Somewhat. But it is though. That's pretty impressive. I can tell the E need to come up a little bit. So, all right. So that rear switch. Let me raise my joint up a little bit. So on the rear switch, that's the on and off switch. This switch right here, that's on, off. And it sounds pretty good off. I mean, I don't have the amp turned up really, really loud. And I now have to figure out where's the tone control on this stuff. The passive tone. Well, that's front and back right there. There's the passive tone. Now the passive tone works in active tone also, which is a good thing. That's a pro for me. All right. So let's go through it. Rear pickup. I got the amp kind of low though. You know what? Let me turn the heater off, cause that heater I can hear it. I'm sorry, Mr. Heater. I gotta turn you off. Uh-oh. I had to do it that way. All right. So, are you off? Get off. Turn off. Oh, you're off. All right. Sorry about that, folks. But I can hear the heater doing the film, so that's not good. All right, so we got it in passive tone. Let's go to the rear pickup first. Nice. All right, so we had the rear pickup. So let's go through the switching, because the switching actually works in passive and active. All right, let's do that. First of all, it's too low. That means that the neck had moved during the week. So how are we gonna fix that? Ah, I see. All right, so we're gonna do this. See, then we're gonna learn something. So the neck have done a little bit of the shifting. So all I need to do is find the right tool to raise it up a little bit. And all that should go away. See? Too low. So I'm raising the side a little bit just to get that. Make sure I'm still in tune though. I gotta do that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I always, in my gig bag, whatever bass I'm taking, if I got the tools, to adjust the saddles, and a screwdriver. I normally carry whatever bass I got, whatever bass I got. I try to get the tool to adjust the saddle, and just in case the weather gets kind of crazy inside the building. I will have that tool there to adjust it when I have to adjust it, like this Allen wrench. I would take like an Allen wrench in my gig bag and possibly a really small screwdriver. Just enough to adjust my bridge, my setting, if something go crazy inside the building. Because a lot of times the buildings that we go into, a lot of them are cold or too hot, and the bass is trying to adjust, and it doesn't mean that it's off a little. It's just trying to adjust, to its surroundings. So we're still in pass mode. The rear pickup got the switch up. Lot better. All right, so we got it in the middle. And all the way down to the bottom. Front pickup, all the way up. Good P sound. In the middle and all the way down. Now, if I go to put it in the detent, so now I got both pickups on. Both of the switches are down. So we're gonna actually take the rear pickup and put it in the middle. And you can hear the difference already. Front pickup in the middle. And all the way up. Both of them all the way up. I like it. You know what I really like? Anything that gives me that piano sound, I'm with that. When the bass came in, it was drawing blood. When I tell you drawing blood, it was drawing blood. Now, comfortable, man. And if you're looking for a bass that can give you that round, thick, ballsy sound, anything that has kind of like a humbucker pickup in it, it would give you that sound. If you got switchable stuff, it would take you to a greater world. I'm just telling you. So I like this about the bass, that it has great possibilities. Great possibilities. Yeah. All right, so let's go through the tone of this thing. So I don't hear much on passive mode. Nope. I know it's doing something, I just don't hear a lot of it. So it has a filter, and the filter is very light to me to be a passive tone. It should darken up a little more for me. So it brightens up a little bit. So the capacitor they're using it as, it's kind of light to me. It should be a little bit darker when I go into passive mode. Now let's go to active mode. So in active mode, we can turn everything back. Okay? Let's see what we got. Now we're in active mode. The rear switch in the back, right there, takes us to active mode. So I'm now in active mode. I want to turn my tone, my passive tone, all the way back this way. So that should be darker. So anyway, let's see what we got. Rear pickup. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm in active mode. So now I'm at my I think this is the what I don't hear. I don't hear anything coming out of that knob right there. So let's take the switch and put it down another way. Nope. I don't know what that's doing. Okay, you guys who has these bases, y'all know exactly what they're doing. I don't hear anything happen. So let's put it back on active mode. Okay, so I don't hear anything out of this first or the third button. I don't hear anything. So let's keep that off. I don't know what that does. So I'm still at the rear pickup. So we're gonna take the top mids. I think this is top mid. Okay, which is the high mids. Okay, so we're gonna turn them all the way up, all the way up. Now, when I have the mids turned up and I turn this third button, I can hear something come in. I don't know if it's supposed to be treble or I don't know if it's supposed to be another mid cut. I don't know what it is. But I got the high mids all the way open. And watch me turn it. Okay, so obviously it's the treble, but I don't hear any treble. All right, so now we're gonna go to the low stack, and we take the low stack to D10. And that sounds like a parametric EQ. Open it all the way up. I turn that top off, and I'm only working the bottom. I have no idea what's going on here. So I got both of them wide open. Now, I'm not happy right now. So I'm gonna take the last button knob and I'm gonna turn to D10. And let's go past D10 just a little bit. I'm still in the rear pickup. All the way down. In the middle. And all the way up. Okay, now we're gonna take that, because I'm thinking this is bass, y'all. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna open it all the way up. Then I'm gonna go back to that mid stack and see what's happening. Mid, I just turned the top one off. Let's see what we'll now turn the bottom one off. So both of them are off. Now I'm gonna turn the bottom one to D10. It gets a little bit bootyish. All the way. Now let's turn the top to D10. switch in the middle. And the switch all the way down. Now that joint ain't got no horn in it. You ain't got no horn in you, girl. Sound good though. That's a lot of booty, y'all. But everything is wide open. That's the part I'm not happy with. Everything is wide open except for this third knob. That is the treble knob. And I ain't really hearing a lot of trouble. It's just me. All right, so we got both pickups on. And okay. So check this out. All right, so the passive tone knob is your extra treble boost knob. All right. Also is your extra darkness knob. So that's a cool thing, and that's not such a cool thing because I didn't know that. All right, so we're gonna turn this. We'll turn it all the way up again. So I got everything wide open. The high mids, the low mids, the mids, and the trebles wide open. Now I'm gonna go to this first knob, stack knob, and I'm gonna go to the bottom and I'm gonna open up the treble. Okay, so the passive tone control knob works with the preamp itself, which is kind of cool. All right, it's kind of cool. I didn't know that at first. All right, so we got both pickups on. We're gonna start going through the switches on the pickup. Does well. It does well. It's got good mid. It has good mid pronunciation. I don't know, guys. It's just not me. It's not me. But it has, like I said, the bridge. I love the bridge. The saddle's on the bridge, and the bridge is really, really cool. That's a cool vibe. Everything else with me is not. It's not being friendly to me. That's just me. So, but also remember, guys, that if that's not enough power for you, you can also go in the back of the back compartment right here. Take that off. And there's a little knob there, and those little knobs, you can take them off, and you can turn the bass up higher and higher and higher and higher until it knocks your speaker cone out. Look, oh yeah, one or two. And that will probably, to a lot of people, like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. I can deal with that. All right. So it's a beautiful bass, and my understanding, they come in beautiful colors. Like it's the Marcus Miller. It's the M5. Okay. It's a bolt-on. You can see that. And it's made in Indonesia. Indonesia. So, you know, for I would say, and then a lot of cats are using them on major gigs. I ain't mad at you. Just not me. And I could change my mind tomorrow. I'm saying. So for a youth that's actually getting into the game, he gets a chance to hear humbuckers and the way they tap. He gets a chance to work with a preamp. He gets a chance to know what a preamp does and what it won't do, and what, you know, how to make it do it. He can get a chance to turn the preamp on and off. I mean, it's a great beginner's vibe for a youth, you know. But that's just my opinion. I'm telling you, a lot of cats that's on the professional level are playing these cats, and they're getting away with it, and it's really cool. You know, it's a cool bass, and they're not that expensive. Well, they started out not that expensive, but now they kind of up there. And they get every time I hear something come out, it's a different number, different letter. So, you know, I think it's V10 now. They got the V10 or V something else, and there's a 6-string out now that's on the market. You know, so hey, Marcus is doing an incredible job of putting out stuff that, you know, that's cool. But, you know, guys, I want you to understand something. Every bass don't fit everybody. Okay, just because it has a certain name on it or there's a certain brand doesn't mean it fits everybody. There are some cats that can be like, nah, it's not really me. You know, and not saying that the bass is bad, and not saying that it's garbage or nothing. It's just saying that's not that particular player. You know, there are some guys I have been playing a Fender P bass for, you know, 60 years. And there's some guys I have been playing a Fender Jazz bass for 70 years and won't play nothing else. And they sound amazing on them. So it's not particularly the bass itself, it's the player. Once again, guys, keep praying for the Queen and I and our home, and keep praying for the Hobo Depot. We're open now, but keep praying for us that we will continue on being a watering hole. And guys, this year there'll be a lot of things that I'm going to say about different basses that a lot of you probably won't even like. It's like, oh man, that bass is really cool. Okay, it's cool to you. Doesn't mean it's cool to me. All right? Or it doesn't mean it's cool to everybody else. But you need to know the insides and outs of every bass. Don't go buy it for the name. Never buy stuff for a name, because if you do, it may not be you. I hate to see you guys spend 15 grand on a bass that costs 15 grand and it doesn't sound like you wanted to sound. That means that you can either resell it or trade it back in or whatever the case may be. Always get a bass that sounds good to you. Always get a bass that feels good to you. Always get a bass that's you. Don't follow the crowd. Following the crowd can get you out there, you know, a lot of money wasted, and you're not happy. So once again, guys, I pray for you guys every morning. I'm going to keep on praying for you every morning. Keep praying for us. We love you. And you already know who this is. Yeah, boy. Like Hootie. Take Hootie for this. You see what he got in his hand, right? He probably would never drop that down. That's all. You know, that's Kid Smith. That's all he loved. Doesn't mean he don't love anything else, but he loved that. Shut the cock up for Johnny Long Hobo Depot. Peace out. Say peace out, Hootie. And where you been anyway? You just got home today.